Well, hello there, Chick Chat. It is me, Ann, here today, and I am by myself. Right now, I'm just going to check real quick, make sure my audio is working because I have gone live before and it was not working. So I'm just checking that really quick. Okay, it's working. So, hello there, Chick Chat. We are back. My hair looks crazy because I'm literally about to go work out. This is from yesterday, natural nonsense. Um, I was about to work out, but then I saw all the stuff about Gypsy's baby being born. Brooke is on vacation still. She is in Barbados, so she's not going to be with me. So if y'all want to hop on the chat and you want to talk about this, or if you guys got information or anything you guys want to talk about when it comes to Gypsy, please feel free because I am a solo act today. It'll probably be quite a bit shorter just because I'm a solo act. But of course, I had to start my morning, I guess yesterday, with the news that Gypsy is a mom now, officially. Her and Ken welcomed Aurora allegedly on the 28th of December. And y'all, we've been speculating about paternity and all types of stuff when it comes to this baby. I know before her original due date, I remember it being January 25th. Other people say it was January 22nd, but I swear she said the 25th. Then again, I swear the dates changed around a little bit. But people are now wondering if this baby is Ryan's because she's about a month early. I'm on the fence about it just because I mean, there's been some weird stuff going on, right? The weird paternity test that was done off to the side that Ryan even did a TikTok about. And, just the things with her bump being big 1 minute, small the next minute, big 1 minute. So people were really confused about her pregnancy this whole time. I don't know because me myself, I am like 3 weeks late. I was supposed to be born the day after Christmas, and my birthday is January 19th, and nobody ever questioned my mom about paternity. Um, it just like sometimes babies come early and sometimes they come late. Now, if this is a full term baby, I got a few questions because right now, what I've seen is that the due date or the conception date would be more in line with February 14th ish, which would be about Valentine's Day, which means that she would have been with Ryan. So, and with some of the hacking stuff, which we will get into, um, yeah, it just leaves me with some questions. What I did learn from Flawless Nina, I'm not sure if this is true. This is coming from Flawless Nina. In fact, some of the information in this video is either going to come from Flawless Nina or ConspiraTea, and I want to give them their credit because they've really been posting a lot about this situation this month, in general as well, but this month they've been just back to back video after video. So I was waiting to go live about the hacking thing for a couple days because I wanted to see if she would get her account back or if the account would just get banned or what was actually going to happen with that before I went live about it because I was going to go live a few days ago when this hacking situation was like in its prime. But I wanted to give it a few days and I'm glad I did because now we have a whole baby to talk about. And yeah, Flawless Nina and ConspiraTea, if you have not checked them out on TikTok for sure. And I think they both have YouTube channels as well. So I would check those out for like live updates pretty much because they're always posting about this situation. Um ConspiraTea is a little more in the middle, I would say, if you're trying to look for more in the middle. Flawless Nina and Gypsy have had a lot of beef over the last year. So I'll just leave that at that. But she does always have information. And I will say, I don't know who her sources are, but she was saying a few days ago, I believe, that this baby was already born. And she was saying that it might have been born even before the 28th. Whew. So they posted this photo on, I believe it was New Year's Day. Ken said, bringing in 2025 with the greatest gift. I believe it was. Um, According to Flawless Nina, nobody knew that she was gonna be having this baby. Lifetime didn't know, and that's why when the season premieres, there's only gonna be like home videos and stuff. I guess we're gonna see when that airs. I think it's funny because she is filming right now, so Don't know why Lifetime wouldn't have been involved, but I guess it's because the due dates didn't match up. So, oof, I don't know. I don't see the difference though. Like, I don't know why Lifetime. I mean, either way, she was going to have a baby, so they were going to figure out that the baby had been had. Now, one thing I am interested in, and I don't have the ability to do this. I tried. I tried sharpening the image. I tried going into like a photo editor and all that stuff. But I would be interested to see what the hospital bracelets actually say. Like, I don't need the actual information. I just am curious on the date on the hospital bracelet. Now, as we can tell from baby Aurora so far, she does look. I'm not an expert. I'm not even a parent, but she looks about full term to me. She definitely looks like a baby. She doesn't look like she's going to be taken to ICU or anything, or the NICU or wherever they take the babies. It doesn't look like she is. It looks like she's healthy, and thankfully she's healthy. We want babies to be born healthy, so it doesn't look like she's premature or anything like that. So I'm not sure. Again, my opinion on that, take it at face value or take it with a grain of salt, because I am not a parent. I've never been through childbirth. I've seen my sister give birth to my nephew, and he was full term and he looked about like this. So that's where my experience comes from, but it's not definite. It does look like the baby has a lot of dark hair, which I do think Gypsy had dark hair as well as a baby. Let me see if I can pull up a baby photo of Gyp. Let's see. But if I'm remembering right from the photo that I found of her in Deeds, I'm calling her Deeds, and her and Dee Dee, Gypsy, it's hard to see this photo though. I don't know why it won't let me like zoom in. But Gypsy had hair. You can kind of see it. I mean, this picture is not showing up nearly as big as I was hoping. Yeah, that's weird. But yes, Gypsy seemingly had hair, a lot of hair when she was born as well. So that could just be something she has from Gypsy. It's funny though, because I know that this is going to everyone's going to analyze. Once they see a photo of Gypsy, or once they see a photo of this baby, they're going to be looking for like the Ryan features. And I'm just like, just give the baby a little bit of time to develop. What I think is interesting too, I think a lot of things are interesting, honestly. But when it comes to the baby little photo thing that they were trying to show us a while ago, like remember the big deal that everybody made about her, what was it, the sonogram thing? Let me see if I can pull this up here for us. Let's share the screen here. This thing, if it'll let me. Will it not? Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness. My computer is being annoying with me right now. Okay. This thing. I honestly think, now this is just a side topic, I think the baby looks like Dee Dee. And I think that's kind of creepy. That's just my thought. I honestly think she does. I think she's got like a similar nose, and I don't know, according to this thing. I don't know how accurate this thing actually is, but if the baby looks like this, I think the baby resembles her grandmama. But anyways, back to the actual story here. So the big thing that happened this week was that Gypsy's account has been hacked. The hacker apparently was from Turkey, and people have a lot of conspiracies about this hacking situation. People think that Gypsy did it herself because Ken's father's Turkish and Ken is Turkish, so they think that, they're able to know somebody in Turkey, able to do this thing. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think it could have been a PR thing. It could have distracted us from the birth of the child. I do think that's a possibility. However, at the same time, I also seen lives that this person was doing, and this person was full on Turkish. Like, I don't know. I'm Italian and I have some family in Italy, but I don't actually know them enough to do something like this. But the place that it looked like this man was at looked foreign. So I don't know for sure. I'm on the fence. I do think it's interesting that in these, let's see if I can pull up some of these messages. I got a lot of this stuff from ConspiraTea or Flawless Nina, so you will be seeing them in the corners of a lot of things, but I got this one from TMZ because TMZ did a story on it. When it first happened, Gypsy went to TMZ right away to let us know that she had been hacked. And basically, she kind of wanted to put it in our minds that anything that comes from the hacker was basically going to be fake as well. She has said in ConspiraTea's comments that all of the screenshots and things that this account has sent so far had been faked, but we're going to go through them. We're going to see. Yeah, the hacker did ask for her to spend $400 or so to get her account back. I don't think he realized whose account he had because I don't think this account is verified. So he probably just thought he was hacking a regular account and hopefully one with a lot of followers and hopefully that the person would want their account back. Gypsy apparently clicked on a verified link thing, which I think is weird because I'm pretty sure she was verified before. And when she got verified before, I heard it was through Lifetime. So I don't know why she wouldn't just choose the same way to get verified again. But weirdly, apparently, she clicked on a link, which is this is the thing. That's why people are so back and forth with like, did she do this herself or not? Or I don't know. But the hacker was trying to sell the account for about $300-400, not realizing, I should say, that they were sitting on a gold mine of DMs between Gypsy and Ryan, Gypsy and Ken. So they were slowly showing these DMs. People were trying to translate the dates and all that, and it looks like most of them were recent. I'm not sure if they were forged or not. You know, the DMs, people keep saying that they are, but I don't know. See, like, I am a millennial. So I don't realize like how common it is for people to fake DMs, but I do find that to be an interesting talent if that's the case. And for the hacker to fake the DMs in perfect English almost is weirder to me. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, apparently now Christy has gone on to, I think it was Mr. Morbid or something. I don't remember which chat she was in. I know she was in a chat with Bree recently, according to ConspiraTea, that she said she has screen grabs of people trying to buy this account and that she, you know, you better know the law. And she's got screen grabs of so-and-so trying to buy it and so-and-so trying to buy it, which like, I think that's weird. How do you have screen grabs of that whole situation? Were you just kind of lurking in on your account, or when you guys got access to this account back, did you guys get screen grabs there? And she wants to get these people, it seems like, for extortion. This guy, if this hacker situation is real, he's in a different country, so it's going to be real hard to get him on extortion. They might be able to get some of the people who tried to buy the account, but the hacker didn't actually sell the account. So I don't really know how far they're going to get with that. It seems like he was trying to collect money from the TikTok, and everyone was saying that the hacker was collecting money. But in my experience, from, you know, going live on other platforms, not TikTok, you already have a situation set up with your bank and everything through the app, whether it goes on a card or this or that. So unless he was able to get in and change all that, I think Gypsy was getting whatever money he was getting for lives. But, you know, I could be wrong. He could have already, you know, changed all that information into his own accounts. Who's to know? I did think that was weird, but yeah, people really thought that this hacker was making a lot of money. Christy says that the hacker wasn't making any money, that it was all going to Gypsy, and I actually believe that a little bit more. But according to Gypsy, she was going to get rid of this account anyway so the hacker could keep it. But yet again, she's fighting so hard to get it back. She went through all the avenues of TikTok. She I mean, it seems like she was at least entertaining a conversation with this guy, but she doesn't have the $400 to give him. And yeah, she's like, I was gonna delete it in a couple months anyways. And the funny thing is that she was trying to get her check according to her and TMZ. So, girl, I don't know. I'm just living in Gypsy's world. So another thing Gypsy was trying to do while this was happening is she was trying to get this account banned. So if you're trying to get the account banned, then obviously you care about what's on the account. But there was a lot of weird screenshots. I think before we get into the screenshots of Ryan, I think we're just gonna get into the ones with Ken, which I do have a video for that. There was a video that the TikToker did going through the DMs with Ken. One of the interesting things in this video was some of the posts that Gypsy was sharing. I want to see if it'll allow me to share it this way. Let me add another. Let's do a video file. See if we can share this real quick with y'all. But in this screen, in these photos and videos and stuff that she was sharing, sorry, I might be a little choppy right now because of StreamYard's trying to think here. Here we go. Let's see if this will, see if we can get this to play. Add this to the stage. And let's see. Yep. So we can see me looking up her TikTok. Or no, this was them. This is the hacker. Okay, so this is the video. They're going into Ken Urker's messages. They scroll up. A lot of it's just them sharing stuff between each other, which you would see a similar thread between me and my own husband. Honestly, it's all just sharing stuff because we talk in person. But one of the things that was shared in this video was a clip where basically the guy is saying something along the lines of cheating men go bald earlier. And I was like, okay. There's been a lot of rumors about Gypsy and Ken, whether they've broken up or whether they're still together, whether he's cheated on her, whether he swings the other way. I mean, I can't wait for this second season of Lifetime because this is, I would love to see their side, regardless of whether or not it's the truth. I'm just interested to see how they are handling all this because stuff really started going down with Gypsy right after that Lifetime finale. That's when she was pregnant. I mean, right before the finale, she was pregnant, but that's when, everybody started calling her out on the pregnancy. That's when she started having issues with the paternity stuff. She had to go get the test. She had to do this and that. And according to Ryan on his TikTok, he did a video a while back where he mentions the paternity test and that he thinks that they didn't really need to go behind his back to do the paternity test. They didn't have to do an invasive thing to show Ken was the father. Ryan would have just as, Ryan says that he never doubted the paternity. Publicly, this is what he said. He's never doubted the paternity, that he's always assumed Ken was the father and that they should be pretty confident in that since they went to TMZ and everything and told them. Like he says, no one's just going to go to TMZ and tell them, something like that if they weren't sure. So he's always assumed that Gypsy has been 100% sure, according to Ryan, although the last Lifetime episode, we saw him question paternity. I mean, he was like, this baby could be, we saw him in that confessional question whether or not the baby was his. And now he's telling us he's never questioned it, which I find quite interesting. Okay, Ryan. I like Ryan, but I do find that part a little bit weird. I do want to find the screenshot where, so they were sharing, the person was sharing a lot of messages between Gypsy and Ryan specifically. Some of it sounded like it was around the time of the Lifetime first season because they kept talking about the money she had on the account and how hold on, let me just find the photo. And basically how maybe I don't have it on here. Let me see if I can get it. Trying to find the right one. Let's see. Basically, Ryan was trying, or basically in the screen grab or in the, let me just pull it up on my actual phone real quick because I might have to send it to myself again. Right here. Let's see. I knew some of these didn't go through. Oh man. Okay. Some of these didn't go through, so let's select. Let's select some of these and get them to ourselves. Okay. Sorry, Chick Chat. I thought I had all the photos that I needed. But I'm really wondering if these DMs between Ryan and Gypsy are real. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet. Let me pull them up. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a delay because now I have to go back in here and get these DM photos. Thought I was a lot more prepared than this. I'm so sorry. If you want, just if you're watching this on a replay, just skip ahead like a minute or two and you will be right where you need to be. Because I have to now go in here, grab these photos, and then get them back. So let's see. Anyways, Ryan and Gypsy were talking. Apparently, Gypsy asked Ryan to go get coffee. Actually, really quick, get into that divorce hearing while I am pulling all this up. Gypsy and Ryan went to people were looking at her bump and they're like, what's going on with her bump? But I was more wondering what was going on in the actual divorce. So let's see. Let me pull up what Google says. So finalize their divorce. They have been separated for 8 months prior to the finalization of the divorce. So let's think here. She finalized 8 months ago in December. 8 months. April's when she filed. So if this baby's full term, this baby came pretty damn early. Because, I mean, if 8 months ago is when she filed, and if she was pregnant for 9-10 months, I mean, a full pregnancy is 40 weeks, which is technically 10 months. If this girl is giving birth that early, I don't know. I have questions. I think we all have questions. But here I got these images now, so let's pull this up. Now that I got my mind right. Let's see. What's the one I have sharing right now? Sorry, I gotta pull up my stream again. Okay, the one with the baby. The baby. Anyway, so in this TikTok, let's see. I did get a lot of my stuff again from ConspiraTea. So let's look. According to the hacker, in this screen grab, Ryan or Gypsy is asking Ryan basically. Let's see, which one is it? Okay. He said, baby, you know the truth is going to come out eventually. Do you still have a little bit of feelings for me? And Gypsy says, Ryan, I don't want to discuss that with you. I've told you how I felt. I do, but I can't hurt Ken like that. I felt terrible about what I did. I could say, however, I'm just not feeling it anymore for him. Okay. I mean, didn't the same thing happen with Ryan? And she probably said the exact same words to Ryan, right? So like Gypsy says all this stuff has been faked. All these DMs that are coming out are fake. And I'm just like, girl, are they? Because this Turkish man apparently knows perfect English if they're fake. And I don't know. The only thing I find interesting is that Ryan hasn't said a word about any of this hacking stuff. Ryan could have cleared her a week ago. He could have said, These messages are fake. Me and Gypsy never had that conversation to help her out. Like, he's not doing that. He's not doing that. People were thinking that Gypsy was at his house even this month, judging by a headboard, which I saw the photo of the headboard. I don't have it for you guys, and I'm not gonna take a minute to get it up here, but the headboard wasn't the same. There was a window above her in the photo, and there isn't a window above Ryan's headboard in his home. So I'm not sure, unless he moved some stuff around and got a whole different headboard and everything. Like, I don't think she was really at Ryan's house, to be honest. I think that would be pretty bold of her to be posting videos in Ryan's bed. But, you know, to each their own. People can believe what they want. Yeah, so there was a conversation between Gypsy and Ryan at one point about money, which made me think it was from when they were on Lifetime, because I do remember that being a problem for them. I think it's right here. So yes, right here. He says, baby, you can do that. Just get the money off first before you do anything so you don't lose it. She says, it seems like that's all you care about, Ryan, which I remember them having an argument just like this on Lifetime. So I don't know if this is older, but then again, it talks about them having coffee, and that was supposedly fresher. That was supposedly right after the divorce. So why would he care about her money right now is what I'm curious of. I don't know if anybody else is asking that, because I haven't seen anybody else ask that, but why would Ryan care where her money goes right now? Unless they're talking about an old argument that they had about the money, and maybe that's like was the tipping point for her, was the money situation, which we did see her freak out like a whole bird and squawk at him when he asked her to just take the money off before deleting the account, which is probably something I would have done too, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was in that situation as Ryan and Gypsy, which I wouldn't be, but if I was, I'd be like, yeah, take the money off first and then delete it. I don't care. I would get your money off, girl. And I would. I mean, that's not a bad thing to say, but she just was like, that's all you care about is the money. Dur, 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 dur. So girl was going through it, but I think she was, trying to look for reasons once she figured out Ken is single. So, but Ryan said, it's not, Gypsy. That's just crazy for you to leave all the money in there that your supporters gave you. I'm sorry, baby. We can have coffee, of course. Are you going to leave Ken anytime soon? I know you said don't rush things and let it fall into place, but I want to be there when my baby is born. Here's the thing. If this hacker situation is legit and he didn't know whose account he had and all this stuff, how would he fake these messages? Unless it's someone else faking the messages, but it's the hacker releasing them. So how would he fake those messages? Because how would he know that of this situation if he didn't know whose account he had, right? There's just so much conflicting information. I can barely read what Gypsy said, but she said, I'm just giving it time slowly coming off of social media so it doesn't get out as quick, because they already found out that the DNA test wasn't adding up. And most importantly, the month that I got pregnant. I don't need everyone in anyone's business before you know it, or before you know it'll be on all of the tea blogs. Well, here we are, girl. I'm not necessarily a tea blog, but I'm here for tea. Yeah, if those messages are real, then my mouth is floored, but I'm not like shocked, because Gypsy's just been living this life since she's been born of, like swindling in a way. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was all one big ruse, and she was already pregnant when she left Ryan and all that. Maybe that's why the dad said the baby comment, because she was going to fertility doctors and stuff with Ryan, allegedly. So yeah, it's just strange. And at one point in these messages, Ryan tells Gypsy to just tell Ken that them communicating is just her communicating with her old cellmates, which is something she's not supposed to do. And she allegedly just got in trouble for. So I don't know. I mean, if this is Gypsy just trolling us all with these messages and stuff, why, girl? Like, unless there is something up with the paternity or whatever's going on, or you're just trying to distract from this baby situation. Because what? I'm confused, you guys. I'm just as confused. Yeah, Gypsy at one point said that the screenshots are fake in ConspiraTea's comments. and that she has emailed every email of TikTok. She was doing her damnedest to get that account back. And so far, like, it was banned, I guess, although it never looked banned to me, but people said it was banned. But I looked that day and it didn't look banned when I looked at it. But let's see if the new account thing is on here. Nope, not this one. This one. Yeah, well, I do know that she ended up getting it back as of like a day or two ago. So she does have her account back. And it does even say, I'm back. Girl. Okay, we were waiting. But yeah, so Gypsy is back on her account. Apparently the hacker deleted all of the old videos. Only one that is here is this one with her and Kale, but that's because Kale was like a collaborator. So this is on Kale's page. So he couldn't really delete something from someone else's page. So that's why this video is here. I do think it would have been completely blank had Kale not been a collaborator on that video. So that's why that video is there. And like 2 reposts, I think, were still there if you look under that thing there. But nothing great. So I think the whole hacking situation was weird. I hope it gets covered on Lifetime. I'm sure that it will. But I find it interesting that she got the account back, because a lot of times people don't get those accounts back. They either get banned or just lost in the sauce. Like, I've really never seen anybody get their account back from a hacker, especially somebody of Gypsy Rose's stature. I mean, she's not really that powerful or anything, so I don't know how she got her account back, but girl did, apparently, allegedly. And that's why people don't think she ever really lost it, because the account is back. So yeah, I guess that's where we're at with the hacking situation. People were very convinced that it was them doing it. As with this comment, no one's paying attention. Ken's father is Turkish. Erker is a Turkish name. They visited Ken's father a few weeks ago, and now her account is coincidentally hacked by someone in Turkey, a relative of Ken's dad, ? We are being played. Like I said earlier, my only question with it maybe being an inside job is, why is this man, he doesn't speak in perfect English when he is speaking in the live streams. But why would he then not know who Gypsy was? I mean, I guess that could be faked, right? He could be an actor. We're all actors. But how would he be able to type all these messages out in perfect English? I mean, I guess, what, with the help of Gypsy? Was she giving him the screenshots to get? I don't know. One of the screenshots that he did release was something that Gypsy had already released, which is what gave him a little bit of validation that this was a hacker on her account, is because this is the same exact message. So it kind of gave credit to the rest of the messages. I am going to be playing this by ear because I'm waiting for Ryan to say something. In fact, I was hoping he would have already said something at this point. Little TikToker, whatnot. Let me just double check, because every now and then I look at his page just to make sure he hasn't commented on anything, especially now that the baby is born and whatnot. I'm not sure if we're going to hear from him for a little bit, but I was hoping, if the hacker situation was faked, that he would have said, we didn't even, those were not messages between me and Gypsy. I don't know who the other Ryan Anderson is, but it wasn't me. He didn't say that. He did not help her. He did not come to her defense. And Ryan has before. Ryan has come to her defense even though they were not on good terms. So I could see him. But the last thing we have is what he said about the DNA test. And that's the last TikTok he's given. I haven't seen him go live. He might have been live about it, but I haven't seen it. So if y'all know anything about Ryan commenting on this, let me know, but in our comments or in our live chat. But I have not seen anything, and I will double check. But according to like the outlets, I have not seen Ryan comment on anything. I didn't even see him comment on the divorce, which, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that divorce situation, actually. So with Ryan and Gypsy's divorce, they had that court date on December 9th. And this would have been right before having birth, pretty much, or giving birth, pretty much. The agreement was that both parties waived spousal support, and Anderson withdrew his divorce petition. What does that mean? Does that mean he didn't want to file anymore? Or was it just because the stuff in his petition might have involved a lot of those things? I don't know. I'm curious on that. So let me know why he might have withdrew his petition. Maybe it would have been another court appearance and they just want to be done with it. I don't know. But apparently he withdrew his petition. The couple worked out their financial disagreements in court, but the division of community property is still being worked out, which I'm guessing that's going to be the book and some of the Lifetime stuff. I don't think they have a ton of shared property. I mean, he's got Pixie. He's got his apartment. I think everything in his apartment he probably paid for. So I think as long as I think the good thing for them was that they just kind of left the financial stuff alone. I think the biggest thing is going to be this book and the Lifetime series. Yeah, because spousal support would just be ridiculous for Gypsy to get spousal support from a special ed teacher. I think that's crazy, especially when she can make a bunch of money off TikTok. If anything, Ryan might have been more entitled to spousal support if Gypsy is making a certain amount of money, in my opinion. Yeah, I guess I'm curious too about this paternity test because Ryan brought it up that he didn't think it was necessary for them to do the invasive paternity test that they did, which I don't think it was really that invasive. I think she just got her blood drawn, but whatever that they did on the side, Ryan was not like a fan of it. He thinks that they could have just waited till the baby was born and did the swabs, which I do think that's weird. Why didn't she just wait? I mean, I know she wanted to put the whole paternity thing to bed, but it really didn't do that, to be honest. And even if she did show the world this paternity test, it wasn't going to do that. People still had questions. They would think that she faked it. They think she had a private company do it, which it sounds like they did go more the private way. I don't know much about that testing facility, but I do find it interesting that they did go off on their own and do that to establish paternity. I'm just curious though, because when it comes to this whole divorce thing, I know they had to establish paternity when it comes to the baby being born while they were still married. Would they still need to check both men? I mean, I know that it says Ken's the father, right? But wouldn't they also want to still test Ryan just to say like you have a 0% chance here and a 100% chance here? Like, I do find it weird that they're only testing one of these guys and just calling it a day. Like, I know that the test came out that he was the father, but I don't know, I've seen people get paternity tested before and they still usually do both dudes. So if you guys know anything about that, let me know in the chat or in the comments, because I do have questions when it comes to the paternity test. Not exactly paternity, because I do want to believe it's Ken's baby, but with the timing and if it's a full term, and I just got questions. Like, why wasn't Lifetime there if Lifetime wasn't there? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I think we all do. I think that's why we're here talking about it today. But yeah, I mean, that's mostly what I got for you guys. I'm glad we were able to kind of run through it pretty fast, but yes. Let's see. Oh my gosh, they say that Ryan auditioned for 2016's America's Got Talent. I mean, you got to be chasing clout a little bit if you're with somebody notorious like Gypsy, honestly, even Ken. So, whatever. Anyways, what do you chick chatters think? If I have anybody here in the chat, ask a question, let me know what you're thinking. I think that's mostly what I have for you guys today, though, to be honest. But let us see. Let me see if I have anything else in my photos that I need to share with you guys. What do you think about the hacking situation? Do you think that she did it on her own? Do you think that this was all just a PR stunt? Because look at this, actually, a little bit. This is when he was auctioning off her her TikTok at one point, or he was trying to. I don't think he was actually going to sell the account once he realized how popular it is. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily look like an American place to me. I didn't get a picture of like a sign that I kind of saw, but it doesn't appear that way. That's just me. If y'all know where this is in America, comment it below. I would love to know. But to me, that I didn't get the best photo of the live, but when he was live, it just didn't look like he was in America. So whether she knows somebody, outsourced her own hacking, like this girl, here's the thing, like this girl ain't a magician. She's capable of manipulating a lot of things, but who's got the time for all this? I would like to think that the hacking situation is real, and I'd like to think that those messages in the DMs were real, because I like to be messy. So yeah, just let me know what y'all think. And if you are just joining the live, thank you for joining. I'm about to be wrapping this up. And Brooke did want to say that she misses everybody. Thank y'all for joining. And she says she is happy and having a great time in Barbados. She was drunk when she texted me because I told her I was going to be going live about the Gypsy situation. She says she wishes she was here. But, you know, we will be seeing her again next week. She will be back to go over Sister Wives. I do have a Sister Wives recap coming up tomorrow. It should be posted for sure, if not later tonight. I did do it completely by myself, so please have some grace. Just like with this live, I'm completely on my own, just talking to myself. So please have some grace here for just me. Yeah, and anything else about this Jen? Oh my god. Anything else with this Ken and Gypsy situation? Oh my god, I kind of like married their names there. We will be going live again to discuss if anything happens before the series drops. I'm assuming that since they've been filming and all that, they'll probably end the season with the birth of Aurora, which is her name. I know I don't know if I said her name in the beginning. But it sounds like they're probably going to end on that. So I'm hoping a new season is on the way, probably February or March. So I do find it funny that she gave birth, alleged birth, on the date that she got released. Weird, right? Is that weird? But it definitely puts her conception date in like March or February, if that's the case. And either she was messing around on Ryan on that weird. Remember when she said that there was a weekend that Ken came and hung out, nothing happened while she was married to Ryan? Could have even happened then. Like, I have so many questions. I wish Brooke was here to just get through these questions with me, because I just have so many. But yeah, thank you all for joining Chick Chat. If there's anything that I missed, I'm sorry. We'll probably touch on it again in our next live about the situation, or whenever the season airs. Just let me know in the comments if there's anything that I've missed or anything that you wished I would have touched on, or if there's anything else related to this whole crap show that you would like to comment on. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else. Yeah, just looking forward to the new season, and definitely keep an eye out for Sister Wives dropping tomorrow. And then I should also be putting up a story of the week at some point this weekend. I am starting a new job, so we're gonna be learning the new balance of things over here. So content should still be coming at a regular rate, but with it just being me right now, this week's gonna be a little slow. But all right, thank you guys for joining. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Even if you just copy the link and you don't actually share it, that helps us out too. So do that, and I will catch you on the next one. And thank you for chatting with me today. I don't have anybody to talk to about this Gypsy stuff right now. The only one of my friends that keeps up is Brooke, and she's in Barbados. So I said, let's talk to the Chit Chat friends. The Chick Chat friends will want to talk about this, but y'all have a blessed rest of your day, and Happy New Year. We're starting out the new year with a ton of drama. We loves it. All right. Well, goodbye, Chick Chat.